Okay, here's today's plans. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take out the seats, the seatbelt bars, seat belts, and I'm going to remove the headliner because it had all mouse damage and things in it previously, and it seems overly excessive to have one, to be honest, but too luxurious. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Probably line it with bed liner instead, but that'll help me with future plans. Okay, so where we've got to at the minute is I've taken out the seats. I'm taking the subframes off, which were basically flung together. I got them one day and I was going to a show the next, so I flung them together in about 5 minutes. They were an old wet bench I cut up. The seats are out. The next thing to come out, seat belts are out, is this seatbelt bar at the back. I'm needing to make a better one of them. Then the headliner's coming out, then the floor's going to get redone. Well, it's just getting painted. In the back, I'm going to start taking all this out, and my plans are aluminium tank and the battery back here. I'm going to run the fuel line, same as what I've done with the electrics here, through the car, but I'm going to bring the fuel line down the inside of the passenger side in here, through the car, but it's going to be armoured. Right, that's it all out. Down here I had marked previously where the seatbelt holes were, but they were covered, so I'm going to cut them out because I'm making a new seatbelt bar that's going to be a brace right across to this side and go for these seatbelt ones across for the seat belts. But my next job today is I'm going to take the light down. These lights are £46 for that wee cover. I didn't need the top, so that's coming out, the headliner. I think that's going to be messy because when I picked the car up, I'd been lying for years and it had mouse holes here and up here somewhere. I just patched them with a bit of bandage and some paint to try and make them look, but they look garbage. And there was lots of fluff and rubbish up there, so that's going to be quite messy when I take this out. So we're going through the headliner delete, still this piece of wood to come out, got this all to clean up, the bit at the back there to clean up, but it's getting there so far. There was the mouse nest. I knew there had been one up there, because well, it's probably lay up for a long time before I got her. So the headliner is completely out now, and I was convinced that this here, these wires here, were dead. But were for the light. I was like, lights never worked, but they're live. When I put the ignition on, live, put it off. It's quite good. I've got a plan for up there, so that worked out pretty well. I'm just going to tuck that up safe at the road and clean this mess up now. So that's the wood out now. So what the next plan is, I'm going to take this bar here out, remove this. I'm going to use this death wheel. I know the tank's there, and you shouldn't do that next to the tank, but I'm pretty sure the rules are as long as you didn't look at it, the sparks didn't affect it, something like that. Putting a real lot of thought into getting some banded wheels, getting these wider, and then something with this back. They're just not wide enough, are they? And I really fancy a set of Porsche lights which are not that expensive, but cost is definitely an issue at the minute. I'm meant to finish on this up here, but she's off the road for the winter and I've got 106 projects to date here, so I'm sure we'll be going through them. This horrible kind of goopy glue that they used only goes that far back. It's an absolute nightmare to come off. I think probably if I was using the heat with this it would work better, so I might try a bit of that. But what I did find was I did a bit of the front here, that was it, and it came off pretty easy. Once I scraped it down, then used some paint thinners, which is absolutely excellent, because all these fumes, the chances are I'll have some freaky dreams tonight. But yep, so I've got all this to clean up before I can move on to another thing. Then a bit up here to do. Then we're going to cut up some more metal, because I never finished the checker plate, but I've actually got shiny smooth stainless somewhere. It's been a while since I've had it. For this back part, I'd also like to put checker plate along the bottom of the window, and I'm not sure if I can get it up there. We'll just have to wait and see. But as I say, this might take a while. When we've been an absolute cowboy, what I discovered was I've got a long nose vice grip, a wee one, with Stanley blade in it, and it massively reduces the time it's taken to get this. Now, I wish I'd discovered this at the start. Now I've got a couple of options up here. I genuinely didn't have any plan for this, so my plans were either hit it with a bed liner, hammerite it, or clean it up a bit. And I was thinking maybe getting one of those great big tacky transfers you get on eBay for people putting a bonnet, you know, and sticking that up in here on the inside. If anybody's any ideas what to do, leave me a wee comment, let me know what you think I should put up here, because I'm a wee bit at a loss. I only wanted it done because A, it was full of holes, and I knew there was a mouse nest and things in it. And the other reason I wanted it done was, in the future, not just quite yet, because I'm nowhere near that stage yet, I'm going to be in a roll cage. I'm going to weld it then, and I would have to take it out to do that as well, because guaranteed I would have set fire to it or something. So okay, that was it. Right, bye.